Okay. All right. Fine brush, fine brush. Hey, what's up, James? Kind of figured out you. Always early and always liking. Trying to do the mask and then touch up some paint and then hopefully be done with these guys. I was trying to think of what else I need to paint with these guys, which is just a few more models. Like that area there. I need to get some I need to get the engineer and the medic painted. I think I have to print those models out. Essentially, I have like a whole bunch of models, but they just look really cool and I hope to use them. The big guys I definitely will, but I need to also print out some, oops, it's not good. Print out some, what they call tags. which I need to print out 2 of those things, at least for this one army. And then after that, do all this painting all over again for a new army. But at least with the other army, it'll be a little bit easy, I think. Because the other army is it's considered to be the Amish of the group. They don't have a lot of technology, and the technology they do have is primitive. But that's okay, at least with them, because I've been meaning to use green. And with them being kind of more not jungle, but they're more like today's army, camouflage, etc. So hopefully I get to use green on them, which I do, which I will. So I get to use that. And I've been meaning to use green too, on top of this obvious orange. They're like, modern day equipment type stuff. So I get to use the green. Okay, perfect. Next, this lady in her little tie, and the center will be blue. Guess might as well make the buckle blue too. So I gotta try to paint camouflage in my own particular way. I don't know how I'm going to do that, especially with my painting technique. But luckily enough, I have test models that I can do that on. So it's going to be kind of interesting. Perfect. I'm gonna paint that orange. Alright, she's done. Let's see if she needs any blue. She does. Alright. Okay. Alright, now for the orange. Or the... Well, I guess I can do actually orange. Don't need to do my special orange. Save this mixture for the bigger paint. Let's see what these guys look like now with the purple. Not too shabby, but it's a bit light. And the eyes look amazing. Very interesting design on the head there. I don't know how I want to paint that. The cape didn't come out as great, but it's okay. It's fine. Oops. That pants turned out pretty good. I'm gonna do the lady though. I'm gonna move her back. Put this guy up front. Keep all like models together. While I have the blue, what am I gonna do? I'm not sure. I think I need to paint the orange first, highlight certain things, and then try to avoid it with the blue. It's the only way. So I have to take my time on her because she has really nice detail on her body and her armor and everything. It's just that if I paint it all blue, obviously the orange is not going to look that great. And I have to do it twice because you can see like nice detail in the armor and stuff. Fine detail painting on her. Alright, let's grab the orange. Okay. Alright, let's finish up. That that head looks pretty good. It's kind of hard to see. There, it's still kind of hard to see. But it looked pretty good. I think I need to paint that area blue there. There we go. Perfect. That last few models. They're going to be very orange. At least with this non-diluted orange, I can paint over things without issue. Maybe you can see it a little bit better with this one. Let's see a little bit the helmet a little bit better. Not too good, but it's too small. So I need a little bit of blue there though. Yeah, it's a little bit of trying to keep the orange and blue theme going. That way it's just not just one color. So you can kind of see with these two guys how the helmet are reversed. You have that blue over there in the center, and you have the orange over here. So, and then you have the blue on the upper and lower part, whereas this one you have the orange in the upper and lower part. Yeah. But still has that green looks really good though, I will say that. Green for eyes. I didn't think it'd work, but it's working. Nice. Alright, time to go paint the orange on this lady, which will be the tie this time. Then have the belt buckle also orange. Face looking alright. I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see a face there, but again, it's going to be terrible. Thin out the orange there. Oh yeah, I need to do orange in the back of the blue, the other one. It's not the right orange, but it will do. Trying to patch up little mistakes here and there. Perfect. All right. Can't wait to reveal these to my my enemies. Show off my nicely painted. At least I have an army that's kind of fully painted instead of it all being like somewhat painted. I will finish an army, damn it. I will have one fully painted. Even though this, you know, only need about 14 models, really. But I like to have options, so that's my problem. Like with the 40K2, like, I buy more models than I need. Because you never know when I want to run more than what I have. Gives you options, and whenever things change in the game, you know, you have options. Looks like this needs a little bit more liquid so it can flow a bit better. This is pretty solid, so, but it's okay, it's okay. There we go. Let that dry. Okay, I think it's official that, well, at least these four guys are done. I need to do the hair and the eyes for them. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with the... I want to do white hair. So that's what I'm going to try out. I just don't know how it's going to go. Let's give it a shot, though. Let's see what white will do. I wonder if I should paint it gray first. Yeah, like a light gray, and then go over it with like a thin white. I don't know. Actually, this is doing pretty good. Nice. Doesn't look like I painted it, but I did. And this white's actually really good. It has great coverage so far. All right, perfect. All right. Okay. What is next? I need to at least get one of these guys painted because I will have one ninja, but he is way too tall to use. It's just towering over other people, and his height is supposed to be. So his height is supposed to be the height of that green. He is quite towering over that green for sure. There we go. Yeah. By a good 3/4 of an inch. Think about doing this model because at least he's not taller than the. Almost about a 3/4 of an inch shorter. There we go. Oop, nope, this way. Can't really bend it anymore. There we go. So it's not, well, maybe a little bit, not too short. The problem is just if his head kind of sticks out a little bit, like in terms of this is my fingers to a wall. His head will hit the wall first before the base does. So I think, I'm guessing this will be my model maybe. Put a gigantic magnet underneath there. Probably need to put some more stuff in the back end because he's like, I think he leans forward a little. Nope, he's perfect. Oh. He leans forward a little bit much. So I guess I could also use this as my model too. So I guess what I'll do is use these guys as a test subject. Even though I love the stand, it's really nice. Ugh. Should we go with the purple or black? The black is just so solid. You can see that there's like almost no details given to the black compared to the purple. But then again, I did dilute the purple a lot. So let's try the black. Dilute it down quite a. Well, I don't want to dilute it down too much because when I dilute it down, black end up turning like that. Maybe I should use the matte medium instead. Maybe one drop of the Flow Aid. Look, I'm a mad scientist. There we go. Looking good. Okay. Let's try. Hopefully this black is diluted enough to give the color, or to give the kind of fade look that I'm going for. I'll say it's not looking like it. It looks, this black is really strong. It's either like all there or it's crap. Like that other model that I showed. I don't know, we'll see. It's on a purple and black, maybe? Ooh, that's gonna be hard to reach. I think the gloves is gonna be wearing is gonna be black. Anyway. I have no idea what I'm going to paint the hair color though. And there's a support in there. Is that a support or is that a hair? I think that's a support. Can't tell. That is a support. But that's inside the freaking hair though. Might break a hair, I don't know. Just leave it as is. Pretend like it's hair. looks okay. I wonder if I should do the mask also. I guess I'll do the hair. I'll do the hair black. It's gonna be a nightmare trying to paint this hair because it's a lot of holes. Now for the helmet. It should be black. I think I'll paint it black, and then after that, when I need to, I'll paint white, whatever I need to change. Which I think I will be doing because there has really nice design on the helmet. That eyes look pretty cool. Like Predator almost. Now about the straps and that. I'm not sure what to paint that. Alright, leave them there. Let's do the same with this guy. Well, I still have some black. Crap, this is the guy that's missing a finger. And he's painted the colors, the color scheme that I was going to go with. Uh-oh. I don't think anyone will notice. That's gonna be black anyway, so. What's up, Stuck? Oh. You know, what is it? My friend who plays Magic, he goes on, I forgot what the website is called, where you can pick the cards that you want, and you kind of build a deck of it, and then you can see how much it costs to build it, and then pay, and they'll send you the deck. I don't know if that's something you're interested in. No. It's like it's a website. I can't remember what it's called, but you can buy individual cards if you want, or you can build a deck there, and then once you have the deck built, you can price it out and then purchase it as a one big purchase, and they'll send you the cards. He did it. He bought a lot of decks from them. I forgot what it's called though. And it's definitely not Archideck, but I mean, I'm sure it's probably like a similar type website. Price matches from a couple of different websites, and like I think two, maybe. That looks freaking pretty cool. Hold on, let me see. So, price matches from TCG Player and somewhere else, but he looks at the deck. You can see all the cards. You can see how much it costs and everything, and you can assemble the deck, and then when you purchase it, I think they buy it from the different locations, bring it all to them, and then they assemble it and give it to you and ship it to you. But again, I haven't went to that website in a long while. Yeah, I said the green really looks amazing. I think I need to probably slim the eyes a little bit. Might be a little bit too big. So like so. That way the eye is not super big. It makes straight lines too. Like that, where it's kind of very sharp. Oh, that one needs to be fixed. This one's not too sharp. There we go. So you have to kind of like that sharp eye look. I need to get a green out and paint her eyes, and then I'm done with her too, I believe. A little bit of a drop. There we go, that's all I need. I don't know if she has eyes that I can paint. I'm sure she does. Yes, she does. Cool. Alright. Oh man, that's super small. I gotta hold my breath. Oh, God damn, that is tiny. It's showing up a little bit. Hey, what's up, Unico? Oh, Jesus Christ. My God. Oh, that's a bit big. Gotta remove that. There we go. Okay. Wow. Okay. Can't really see because it's. I wonder if I can get this to work though. see. Freaking going cross-eyed over here. Hold on. That last one did not work. Hold on, Unico. They're not official models. I bought them from My Minute Factory because I play a game called Infinity, and I, I wasn't sure if I was going to get into it or not, but it's how to go all proxies basically for Infinity. So I'm using these models for a game called Infinity. Let's see if I can see, like, her face actually looks really freaking cool. Let me turn on, maybe move the light away. It doesn't adjust then. What about this? Maybe I shouldn't have returned back that 4K camera. The webcam costs too much money though. So, God, you can't really see the, there you go. You can kind of see the detail. You can see that green on her forehead there. And then, yeah. And then a little bit of green on her eyes. There should be green on her cheek, but that's very light. Let me see if I can darken it up a little bit. So, these figures aren't, again, like I said, not official, but I use them for a game called Infinity. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Kinda, actually. It works somewhat similar to a kill team. The number of models you get is roughly that, about the same as that. Although, you're not limited to just a quote-unquote like team. You can build up to 15 members, 20 members, or 10 members if you want. And what makes it a little bit different from, say, kill team is the fact that activations are not turn-based. It's kind of like, it works a little bit like 40K in some sense that, you activate you activate in your turn, and hold on. Now she look kind of depressed. I mean, she is depressed. Okay, so the way it works is that every model that you have in Infinity gives you a order, and you can use those orders to activate characters in your team. And typically a team will have 10 members. And so if your team has 10 members, you'll have 10 orders. And with those orders, you can activate any character that you want as many times as you want, so long as you have orders to give out. So you can activate this character 10 times if you want. Sorry, I'm trying to paint and think and not breathe at the same time. So, and in this game, even if it's not your turn, your characters can react to things going on in the game. So, for example, if this character, hold on, if you look in the base here, you can see that, and the other end. This is her side arc, and this is her front. So facing matters a lot in Infinity. So you got to make sure that your characters are facing the correct direction, and then whatever facing they are facing, they can see and react to. Oh, well, not too shabby. So, I guess another interesting thing is about this game is, so basically, like this character right here, if I have 10 tokens, I can activate this character 10 times to do whatever I want. What else? Another interesting thing about this game is like, this is going to be my ninja for the game, and it's almost like Predator almost. So he's going to be my ninja in the game, and the cool thing about him, he has something called hidden deployment, and what that basically means is that, hold on, let me turn down my volume. So what it basically means is that, at least with our group, the opponent will turn around and face the opposite direction of the game, and then what you do is you place the model in wherever you want it, and you take a picture of it. Well, not wherever, but there's restrictions. But wherever you can place the model, you take a picture of it, and then you remove the model. So, for example, I place them here, I take the picture, and then I remove the model, and then I hide the model, and then I tell my opponent, okay, you can turn around again. And essentially, that model's right there, but the opponent doesn't know it. And then at any moment, I can reveal him if I want, or keep him hidden until my turn. And then say, for example, if this model ends up going over here, I can say, okay, I'm going to reveal it over here, and I show the picture of where it's at. And then, well, they're in combat now. But yeah, so it's a very interesting game. It has a lot of interesting abilities. There's also abilities like you can parachute behind enemy lines. You can super jump into the field if you don't have parachute. You can hack certain characters that are hackable, because a lot of these are going to be like, you know, augmented with software and hardware. And then you have these. Hold on. And then you have characters like, or not characters, but you have models like this, which is the what they call. Let's see if I can get the better. You have models like this, which are like heavy infantry. Even though this could be a what they call tag, and because of their armor can be hacked, and you can literally shut down the armor. And all the guy can do inside is try to push the freaking reset button. It's like, come on, reset, damn it. Or you can have an engineer control one of the peripherals, this guy, to go up to that machine and push the reset button for him. So it's a pretty interesting game where there's hacking involved. There's a lot of Overwatch. So essentially, if you see someone run by, yeah, exactly, or the blue screen, actually, the blue screen. God damn it, Cloud Strike. What else? So if, like, again, kind of briefly, if this person where it's facing sees this person go from one cover to the out to another cover, that person can react by either shooting or by trying to dodge out the way, or deploying a deployable like a mine or a repeater, kind of like I don't have one here. Yeah, I don't have one here. Or you could end up having someone that deploys like this. It says camo -6, or just camo, regular camo, meaning that you see there's something here, camouflage, and your opponent knows it's here, but you cannot shoot it or attack it until you identify what it is. If you don't identify it, then you can't do anything about it. And the camo -6 means when you roll to try to spot it, you're at the -6 to spot it. Certain characters have abilities that has -3, -6, or no negatives at all, but they can start in camouflage state. Then they have this thing where it just says leader, because they're the leader of the a fire team. Again, a lot of rules there. And what else? In this game, also, your opponent doesn't know who your lieutenant is, basically the leader of the squad. Because if your lieutenant dies, you go into what's called loss of lieutenant, and on the next turn that you start, everyone's orders are for themselves and themselves only, and they're not given out like a command structure, because your command structure is dead. But at the next turn, you say who's going to be your commander or your lieutenant, and then on your next turn, you don't tell your opponent who your lieutenant is, but you'll dominate who it is. And then on your next turn, if the lieutenant's still alive, then that lieutenant can start giving out orders again, where everyone will take orders from the lieutenant instead of them taking orders for themselves. So it's a pretty interesting game. You knock out the lieutenant, you kind of disrupt the command structure, because one person's not giving out orders anymore. They're like, what's going on? I guess let me act on my own until the lieutenant tells me something. Not knowing that the lieutenant freaking died. So it's a pretty cool thing. You have to keep your lieutenant safe so that you don't have the loss of lieutenant thing. But you also have characters with ability called second in command, that if your lieutenant dies, he becomes the new lieutenant. That way you don't have that loss of lieutenant where everyone's just doing their own thing, but you still have a command structure and he will give out the orders. I need to download, I think I need to download like that that sound effect of Windows shutting down, or the error the error thing. Yeah, exactly. It's like, sir, my orders, sir. I guess something happened. I don't know. Let me just figure it out. Let me go on my own. Because yeah, you get an order for everyone, and then it gets into a pool, which your lieutenant can then dish out however he chooses. But if the lieutenant's not there, that order doesn't go in the pool. It goes to every individual person, and those person, you can only say move this person, and that's it. Like if you want to activate it multiple times, you can't, because you don't have your lieutenant giving him orders. So everyone has like one order. It's pretty neat. I had a loss of lieutenant one time, but it was cool. It was fine. Anyway, I hope that helps. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing. There is a lot of rules to it, but once you understand the basics and play the basic stuff, just killing each other and not worrying about hacking, or not worrying about hidden deployment, or super jumps and stuff, it gets you learn a lot. Obviously, we had someone actually practice 2 days ago on Wednesday, and it was his first time playing, and it was a lot, but he understood. I mean, the basics. I have no idea what I'm going to paint the freaking straps. I have no idea what I'm going to paint those straps. Played sharply. What's sharply? Yeah, no problem. I mean, it's oddly. I don't know where you live, but it is definitely more popular in Europe than it is in the U.S. It is something that kind of just cropped up on our gaming group because they were really upset about. They're really upset about 10th edition, and they didn't really like the 10th edition rules and stuff. Have you ever played Draft and Magic? Is that what you mean? Or I don't know what Sharpie Draft and Magic? What is that? I played Draft and Magic. That's my preferred way to play Magic because no one could bring in a $5,000 deck and then spank you. Although I did have my own deck for sure for waiting while before the draft starts and stuff. My favorite Sharpie Draft and Magic is where it's a normal draft, but you get to mark off text on the cards with a Sharpie, so they do different stuff. Oh no, huh? Clearly, I have not played that game because I had to ask. Ah, man. I want to paint him up, but I kind of got to get going. I streamed for an hour, and I have to. There's a lot of things I got to do. No, draft is my preferred way to play for sure because no one has an advantage, and everyone's kind of starts the same. It's just it tests your ability to build a deck with whatever cards that you happen to see that goes around. Although, like I said, I did build a deck. My favorite deck, I call it my mill deck, but it's not actually a mill deck. It's a kind of a discard deck where it's blue, black. I think blue, black, and the card that's the primary card there is the oh god, I can't remember what it's called. It says whenever your opponent discards a card, this deals 2 damage to them, and it had the it was during the plane shift, I believe it was, and there's cards that used to be in blue where it would say you draw 4 cards, discard 2, but it got plane shifted to black, so where it says draw 2 cards, discard 4. And so basically I'd wait till they have only 2 cards in their hand, I'd play that card, they'll have to draw 2, and they'd have only 4 cards in their hand, then they have to discard all 4, which causes 8 damage to them. It's so slow, and had Damnation, which would wipe the field. I had no creatures in that deck, by the way. No creatures, just creature destruction, counter spells, boomerangs, upheaval, maybe. Can't remember if I had an upheaval in there or not. But yeah, I had ways to just kind of slow him down a little bit until I could make him discard so many cards. It's fun because I had no other way of killing him other than that enchantment that says if an opponent discards a card, it deals 2 damage to them. I don't know if my opponents were annoyed with that deck or not, but it struggles to win. Alright, so I think they are done, and I think she is done too. Yeah, I think she is done. So tomorrow I'm going to varnish this, guys, and put them up, and then I'm going to try to finish these 2 and him. I just don't know what I'm going to paint the straps. If I'm making it with. Yeah, but how do you what? You just mark off text. You just mark off text though, right? So you can't. How do you get the starting hand and you win unless you write it in there? I don't know what to do with the. What can I do with the straps? It could be black, but I don't like the black on black there. It could be gunmetal. I don't know what else I could paint it though. Because technically all these things have been black for me. You know what? I'm painting it black. I'm going to paint it right now first. Before. Because it is technically, it was all black with my other models, so. Just don't like this, like a lot of black on this model and not enough of the third color. I guess I kind of follow the rule of what 40K normally does. It's like 3 colors at least. So because it already had that text, just in different parts in its description. What card would that be? Like, I don't know if I've ever seen a card like that. I just need to find a card that says you win the game, regardless of what the context is, and just have that, and that's it. It's you win the game. Maybe the straps will be purple. I don't know. I know I had those things black on my other models. I guess the blade will be black too. Why not? Make everything black. They're ninjas after all, even though the purple's not exactly the dark purple like... I think it might be the darkest purple I got. I don't remember the car name. It had like... Maybe like... Oh, so if you had the Black Lotus, you're going to start playing Sharpie marker on that thing? Oops. Should I do the straps black? I guess so. I would say that card that you just said is too powerful though. Like you just keep mulliganing until you get that card. It's like, hey, look what I drew. I win the game. Doesn't look too bad, the black with the purple behind, but over here it's just going to be all one same color because of the armor. But it is what it is. Actually looks pretty cool. I will say that. gotta make sure the card you don't. Oh yeah. How long have you been doing this kind of stuff? I don't know, but I will say this. I don't know if you're hitting that. Am I a professional? By no means, no. I played third, fourth, and fifth edition 40K, seventh edition Fantasy, and then after that I moved and I couldn't really play anymore because of my work schedule. But then found a group of people who actually played when I'm off, and I got back into it. So I played a little bit of 9th edition, 40K 9th edition, and then that's where I'm at. But if you mean painting, well, I guess about the same amount of time, but I am by no means a professional at it at all. I am a complete amateur, and that's praising me a lot by saying I'm an amateur at painting, because I wouldn't even qualify myself as that. But I did learn some techniques that helped me paint a lot. I started third and fourth, and then played into fifth, and then I had to move, and then I really didn't play until 9th edition. So that's not really saying much, even though I played back in the day. It's just, a lot has changed since then, for sure, especially 10th. So hopefully I answered your question. I do have some games on my channel here. I like pre-made videos of me playing Tau in 10th edition, because that was my army that I played when I got back into 40K. And then trying to find a way to make it the battle reports, you could say, I wouldn't say necessarily interesting, but tolerable. Shoot, you clearly haven't seen people paint like I don't do like a lot of techniques that they do. I'll say I can be proud at some of the things that I do in terms of painting, but like oh man, like I don't do like what they call non-metallic metallic paint. That's crazy. That's like a crazy skill. It's essentially they don't use metallic paint to paint the metallic color. As simple as that, really. And what else? What am I thinking of? And then they have the different kinds of shading and stuff. They have the different kinds of shading techniques and blending techniques, which I don't do. But I do find a very simple method, and you know, if it works, it works. You know. What's that? A non-metallic metal. And what's up, man? Yeah, it's some of the those people who paint that. Oh my god, it's so crazy. Especially when they do like the silver that's highly reflective. It's really crazy. And I don't really have steady hands either, so I get lucky sometimes where my hands just stop shaking. I'm like, I better take the opportunity now before my hands start shaking again. It registers on the Richter scale. There we go. Not too shabby. So all these what looks like shading and highlighting and stuff, I did not do that, but I did paint it. And it's all because of a little technique that I kinda do. Huh. Well, that's good. Hey, maybe it, well, maybe it stopped, but who knows? That is I don't know if we'll call it remarkable or not, but I mean it is remarkable, and just because of how strange it is, but at the same time, man, I feel for you. Okay. Oops, I guess I could paint that black too. Guess I'm gonna go ahead and paint everything black apparently. So there's still clearly a white spot right there, which I need to paint with the with the purple. Which I need to go ahead and bring out now, so that way I can varnish him. I think I'm done with them. It's just literally two colors, purple and black, and then a little bit of green in the eyes. There it is. I mean, and you know, Unico, you know, when you start painting and everything, you'll develop a technique. So for me, my technique is it's kind of called like slap chop. I think slap chop uses what do you call it? God, what do you call that stupid paint? They use a particular type of contrast paint. That's it. They use contrast paints, which is all you do is just paint your model white like so, and then you just paint over the entire model with the contrast paint. It's very easy to do and has a really nice result to it, you know. So it's a great way to just get like a lot of models painted really quickly. And God damn it, get the, there we go. Now I don't know if, you know, slap chop is only contrast paints or not. I don't have contrast paints. Contrast paints are too expensive. So I end up using just regular paint, and I end up diluting it down with Flow-Aid, and that's pretty much it, really. And Flow-Aid, and that's it. I find a right mixture between the paint and Flow-Aid, and then I use that. and you kind of get the results like this, where you see the pants look like it's edge highlighted and like contrast and like shading and all that. It looks really nice to me, so I accept it and I use it. Now whether it looks nice to other people, you know, it's up to them for sure. And as long as you are happy with it, then it's good. Let's see if there's any purple I need over here. Or black, actually. There's some black underneath there. So, and trying to find that right mixture, I don't know what I just kind of go by feeling and how it paints and stuff. So it's a lot of trial and error, even though I've been doing it for a little bit. And then having a relatively steady hand. Okay. I need to get the black now. So yeah. When you I watch some people like how to paint like the one thing I would love to learn is they call it what do they call it? They call it. I forgot what it's called, but anyway, it's like a glow effect. So, like when you have a plasma, or like when the barrel's like really hot, it has like a glow effect to it. And I would really love to learn how to do that, because I think that would look really cool. Another, you know, tool under my belt to use, if at all possible. Oops. What to call that thing? But anyways, yeah, I think that's like really cool to do the. I think I remember seeing like a whole bunch of demons standing on like rocks and stuff, and then in the middle is like a lava pit, and you can see the radiant light of the lava off the rocks and off the demons and stuff. It looked really cool. Well, you can kind of see what my my painting technique did. You can kind of see like edge highlighting on this guy's arm and throughout the body, and it looks like it's like different kinds of shades of paint, but it's all the same color. And I really like the way it looks. It's like I call it the shimmering effect, because you have certain things that are very light and dark, and light and dark. RSL, is that what it's, what is, yeah, OSL, I think that's it. What's that pronounced though? OLS, no, I think it's OSL, something lighting. Let me see, object source light. So it's called object source light. Oh. So, you know, where you have like the plasma gun, the little chamber area that's it's like charging up or lit up or whatever, and it kind of illuminates the area around it. I believe that is called. Yeah, it is. Yep, OSL. Yeah, because I see like videos of people doing OSL and stuff. So yeah, that's the next thing I would love to learn, but it's very difficult. Perhaps. And that's another thing I need to do is dry brushing. I bought I think I bought like a big tub of white like this to do dry brushing. I was gonna spray paint black and then dry brush the crap out of it, and then the paint over it naturally, you know, and it will have the same effect as this. But you know, doing black will be a lot easier because you know areas that are difficult to get to will be black and hard to see anyway. You don't have to hide it because it's already black. Whereas when you spray paint white, the areas that needs to be hidden are going to be white and very easy to see. But anyways, I gotta get off so I can try to go to sleep early again. I've been terrible about sleeping. So I try to stream every day around 4 to 4:30 Eastern Standard Time in the morning, and try to stream at least 1 hour every day, so I can paint these little guys, so I can have a fully painted army. But I gotta pause right here. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up the sound down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.